Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Monday here again, another quarantine edition. Still stuck at home, doesn't really affect what I'm doing here, playing Magic with you guys. Been having a lot of fun playing the new set, and that's what we're going to focus on today. This new set is called Ikoria, the Lair of the Behemoths, and this set is, like it sounds, full of huge monsters and this new mechanic called Mutate that kind of allows your monsters to grow bigger while retaining their abilities. You can mutate on top of other cards and you get all the abilities of all the cards in the chain. So it's a way to kind of create your own creature, which is pretty cool and unique. And what also is really cool about this set is that they're featuring a lot of promo cards that are alternate versions of cards from the set that are all kind of Godzilla themed. So you've got like all these different Godzillas and Mothras, and it's pretty awesome. And you're kind of seeing that up here. Each entry into one of these tournaments right now is getting you a free Godzilla style. I got a whole bunch for pre-ordering, and I've been kind of using them in my decks. I'm sure you'll see some of them that show up here because if I draft the right card, I can use my promo for it. Well, I shouldn't say draft because tonight this is going to be a sealed event. So I am going to get 6 packs. I'm going to open the 6 packs. I'm going to look at all the cards I have, and we're going to see what deck we can build. Now, every time this happens, I end up not picking a card, and I go read the comments, and everyone says, oh, you should have just picked that card. I know there was an Angel one of the weeks I just didn't use that might have helped. I don't know. Sometimes you think you know where your deck is going. Everyone else is watching and saying, oh, this was the combo you should have focused on. Hopefully tonight I get some good draws. Hopefully I get some companions. This is another cool thing that they have in this set. You can almost like Commander, you can have a companion that sits off the side in the companion zone. Of course, each of these companions requires you to build like a very specific deck. It has restrictions on how you can build your deck. If you build your deck correctly, then you can use this companion. You can bring him in the battlefield anytime you can summon him. And these kind of change the game a little bit because you know for a fact, you're going to be able to draw this companion as soon as you can pay for it. So, without further ado, we're going to get into this sealed event. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. And you'll notice here, I was able to earn some tickets. I've earned a bunch of tickets from doing other events and opening packs and things like that, or playing through the season. So I can actually enter this tournament for free. That's another way for those of you. I've been asked a lot about what is a good thing to buy. Like, where should I spend my money in Magic? And to play Magic Arena, you don't actually have to spend. Even these events, you can earn entries into them. So I'm going to use my ticket today. And guys, let's just hope that these packs are good. Let's get some good cards, some good synergies. I really hope. So see, this is what I got. This is what I was talking about. With every one of these tournaments, they're going to give you one of these alternate art cards. This was the Mysterious Egg card, but Mothra's Great Cocoon is kind of the Godzilla theme, which I love this. I love this Godzilla theme, these alternate cards, so that's pretty awesome. So I get that, and I get 6 packs. Now, the great thing about doing one of these, if you spend your money on one of these events, you do get to keep all the cards that you got in your sealed packs, plus you're going to be competing to win packs. As long as you even win one game, you're going to get some packs back, which is pretty cool. So let's open these now and see what we got. Fingers are crossed here. Alright, so certainly not a bad pull. This guy here, I don't know how well he'll work in this format, but he is a pain in the butt. This is one of those companions I was talking about. If your deck only features even cards or even costed cards, you can play him. However, he costs 6 mana. Now, in a blue-green deck, there's a lot of ways to accelerate your mana. I'm going to have to look and see what else I have in my deck to see if this guy is a viable option for me. Because, again, you can only use even cards. But in standard constructed play, he has been a nightmare. I mean, I have played probably a dozen different versions of this Gyruda deck. So that's a pretty good card. If I'm going white and blue, this Skycat Sovereign is pretty good. It gets +1/+1 for each other creature with flying, and it creates flyers. So it powers itself up, and I can get out to play on turn 2 if I'm lucky with my draw. This is another great guy. He shuts down that sacrifice or escape. If people remember from the last set, you could play creatures from your graveyard for their escape value. He shuts that down. Like, you cannot cast out of your graveyard ever. The Ozolith is you're going to basically put counters on the Ozolith and give them back to the creatures. This is only good for decks with lots of +1/+1 tokens. See, now the Sky Cat gets +1/+1. He doesn't get tokens, so he would not link with this. I got one of these great lands. If I do end up going with green and blue, this is black, green, and white. So if this is a black, if I go black-green with this Gigan, then that's actually pretty cool. And then the Quartzwood Crasher is my other rare. This guy is expensive, but he's a 6/6 with trample, and he creates beasts every time he attacks. So red, green, black might be what I'm going for here, but I have to look and see all the rest of my cards. So those are just the 6 rares or mythic rares that I pulled. So let's see what else I got. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. All right, I got a lot of white and blue. But I kind of want to look at my green, red, and black, because I think that's kind of where I want to start. But blue, I've got some good stuff for. Ominous Seas is a great card. I don't know how great that is for this format. Frostlinks is also great. Of one mind. Draw 2 cards if I control a non-human creature. If I control both, sorry, it only costs 1 blue, so that's not bad. I got some good blue cards. Alright, let's look at green. I didn't get much in the way of green, unfortunately. Whenever a creature mutates, I don't see a lot of creatures that can mutate in my pull. I see a few. Not a lot. Ram through, wilt, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's pretty good. Gets a trample counter. That's pretty good. He can basically grant his power to a human that's attacking. Again, I just don't know how I feel. Let's look and see what I got with some of the multicolored cards. So I got the Sky Cat Sovereign, which is blue and white. Here's another great blue and white flyer. I might be looking at blue here, blue and white. Maybe I want to do blue, white, and red because I've got a lot of options for blue, white, and red. I kind of like where that's going. So blue, green, and red. So this is. I could use these crystals if I wanted to. I think blue, white, red is good. But then I'm missing out on some things like this Primal Empathy, blue, green. But I think blue, red is where I want to be. I think blue, red, white. So that's a good land fetch there. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of mutating. Evolving Wilds is a great land card to have. So this would help with red, but I don't know if I really need the mana boost. Maybe I will. Because I really want to use him. But only, so I wouldn't be able to use her. I don't know if I have a lot. That's a 3. That's a 4. That's a 5. So I think using him as a companion is kind of out of the question. I could still slot him into a deck, just not as a companion. I just don't know if I want to do that or not. All right, let's see what I had for red. Heightened Reflexes is pretty good. Gives a creature first strike. I need some creatures is what I need. And some ways to deal with creatures. So Blood Curdle is a good way to... So I'm kind of liking black as well. But I don't know. I feel like white, red, blue is where I want to be here. So let's look at what I've got for white. That's great. It's a easy, cheap creature. I want to focus on easy, cheap creatures. So let's use both of those. So I don't know if I have ways of giving creatures vigilance. That might not be great. Guys, I'm not sure. Divine Arrow for sure. Well, there's a creature with vigilance. So that's a silly combo, though. I'm only going to have one of each of those. Definitely want to throw the pacifism in there. This can become flying, so that's good. I want 2 of those. Humans you control get +1/+1. Again, I don't know how many humans I have. I didn't pull a lot of humans, so I'm not going to worry about that. That's good. This has a great utility. Lifelink, and if it cycles, it gives lifelink to something else. So I like that. So let's make some tokens. That's a 6. That's a little too expensive. Blade Banish, get rid of stuff. Alright, now let's look at my blues. Counter target creature spell for sure. Counter target spell that targets me for sure. Some control there. I like it. I have a lot of things now that are making some human tokens, so I think I'll be able to hit that. What else do I want here? Capture sphere. I'm using a lot of control with blue. All right, so let's look at red. Yeah, heightened reflexes is great. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of cycling. Maybe I will. I don't know. That's pretty good. It can give things menace. My 4 slot is already pretty full. I don't want to put another 4 in there. My 5s, I don't have anything for 5, but I don't know that I want. I don't know. Maybe. I think actually, let's get this guy. This guy has a good cycling potential. So. Oh, Jobby says, congrats on the Frosthaven scenario. I didn't realize that was, I guess that was being announced today. So yeah, I am writing a scenario for Frosthaven. That's super exciting for me. I'm a big fan of Frosthaven. And I'm a big fan of Isaac. And I've been writing role-playing games for 6 years. So I've probably worked on, I don't know, 50 different RPGs by this point. So I have a good background. He and I have been talking about this for a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good enough and everybody loves it. If not, I'm just going to cry. But I'm sure that won't be a problem, right? I'm sure everybody will love it. No, he's not going to be a companion. He's just going to be in there. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to make him a companion. Alright. I could use this guy. I've got a lot of things that make menace. So that's 41 cards. Do I want to shrink that down a little bit? Probably want to drop something. I've got a lot of creatures in this 3 spot. This 3 spot looks a little crowded. I'm wondering what I maybe drop. Maybe drop one of the Heligliders. Maybe drop the Lava Serpent. If I have the Gigan here, let's just do that. All right. I'm at 41. And let's drop the Channeled Force. I think I'm good. I've got enough control. All right, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys aren't out there judging me too hard. I know Andrew is here from Board Game Quest. Andrew is a avid Magic player and always happens to know more than I do about Magic. So hopefully I don't disappoint him tonight. All right, let's see. So I've got my 40 cards here. So let's see how this deck does. Now the great thing about doing a sealed like this is if you can play the first match. So Andrew, I don't have a lot of cards that cost 4 or even. I don't have many even casting costs. Like I'd have to build my deck just with evens. Most of those good cards are odds. So yes, I really wanted to play that guy as a companion, but he requires to be a companion all evens. And those colors I didn't have many even blue cards, and I didn't have any even black cards, many even black cards. But yes, he is kind of almost an auto win. That's why a lot of constructed decks right now are using him, because he is incredibly powerful. All right. I like this draw. I got some great cards right off the bat. Nothing I can play on turn 1, but I've got the mana. So hopefully you can kind of see my hand here. I'll show you guys what I've got. Didn't want to draw another mana at that point, but that's no big deal. I can get that Sprite Dragon out pretty quick. I have no idea what my opponent is playing at this point. This set's pretty new. I'm not sure exactly what everyone is going to have. And there we go, Blade Banish. That's going to be pretty handy. So he can have some destruction spells for sure in his red deck. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully I at least get to power this guy up a little bit before he burns him down. Alright, I don't know what he's got as far as red goes. He could have gotten any number of things in that pull. Oh, okay. He's going for some mana for sure. Alright, so I want to play a non-human spell, so I'm gonna or a non-creature spell to draw 2 cards. I like it. I've got that Essence Scatter. So next turn, if he casts anything like huge creature, I can just get rid of it with Blade Banish. Probably make him really mad. But he's got 4 mana right now because of that crystal he played. I chose not to put the crystals because I don't have a lot of big things. Unfortunately, that is not a 4/4. That's unfortunate. But he can't block me. He can't do anything to stop me. So what do I want to put out here? This is going to protect my flyers from him. So that's good. I'm not going to be able to do much to this Momentum Rumbler right now. It's going to get first strike and then double strike. Wow. Oh, he's got the Mentor too. I really just need to get that pacifism or something that can slow this guy down. So he's going to get a first strike counter this turn. The next turn he's going to get double strike. So I need to do something to deal with that. I really wish he would just give him +1/+1. Which next turn it looks like he will, and then I can Blade Banish it as an instant. So hopefully he doesn't know I have this Blade Banish in my hand. This could be good. If I just don't spend my mana here. I'm just going to leave myself completely open for attacks. To target my creatures, he has to spend 2 more, so I know he's not going to be able to cast anything. And if I counter a spell, or if I Blade Banish that thing, both those things are going to give me a +1/+1 counter. So that's pretty good. Oh, it's a 4/4. That's all I was waiting for. That felt pretty good. Fortunately, I don't have enough mana to Essence Scatter, but next turn I can do my Essence Scatter. He's only got 2 turns left, so he's got to find a way to deal with these flyers. I don't think he's going to be able to kill me. I don't think anything he can play will kill me in 2 turns. Especially if I can just throw some little chump blockers out there like these guys. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm liking my chances right now. Attacker for 3. This is great. This really is. But I only have, so I'll get my other island. That is going to tap that Cloud Piercer and not let it untap. That was the perfect time to draw that. So I do wish he'd play a creature so I could counterspell it and get my counter on this guy. That way I could kill him next turn. But him not being able to untap that Cloud Piercer. I almost called it a Cloud Spire. Wow, I have been playing too much Cloud Spire. He cannot untap this Cloud Piercer. I've got that on lockdown with the Frost Links. So if he can't kill me now, it's game over. If he plays 1 creature, which he just did, I can counter it. That's going to give me that +1/+1 on my Sprite Dragon, and that's game. He should not have, that was stupid. I don't know why he did that. Oh, because these guys cost 2 more. That's right. Look, to add insult to injury, I'm going to cycle this guy and give that guy lifelink. Just because I can. Because I want more life. So Adam, I don't know if you saw in the earlier I was saying, you can actually earn entries now into these. There's like certain events you can do. There was a free event that was running. It was one of the workshops that gave tokens, like sealed entry tokens. So you can actually play some of those events, collect your entry tokens, and then come play these events when you choose. So like I've still got one free draft entry and one free seal entry that are sitting up there. So I earned those just by playing in other events that were free. And I think it's more fun to do this than to just straight up buy packs. It's like if you're going to throw in like $10 or $5, do it to play one of these sealed events. You get 6 packs plus you're earning more. Like I'm already earning 3 packs. So that more than worked out. And if I get up to 7 wins, I'm getting 2,200 gems as well. All right, so that was a pretty solid win. I'm happy with how this deck is working. I don't think Andrew can hassle me too much because I didn't play that Garuda, but I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. And I almost guarantee that I'm going to be up against somebody that's using it. So, all right, great. I got a turn 1 drop, so that's good. And some counters. So this is not a great starting hand because I don't have any red mana, and I don't really have anything great to play on turn 2 other than like if he tries to target my Garrison Cat. But at the end of the day, I don't actually care if my Garrison Cat dies. Well, that was much better, getting that Tilted Glider. So I have a turn 3 drop now. Maybe he will target me just so I can draw a card and make him waste his turn. Ooh, so there's the pacifism. Pacifism is going to make my life much easier. So let's see if he pulled an Essence Scatter too. He might have pulled an Essence Scatter. Yep, there it is. Now the chances of him having pulled more than one Essence Scatter, I don't like the odds of that. But he might have some keep safes as well. I mean, Essence Scatter is common, so it's possible that he'll have it. Oh, Thieving Otter. There's one that I wish I had. But I don't like it because whenever it deals damage to me, he draws a card, so I'm just going to pacify him. That's not the most dangerous card for me, but it is a nuisance because I don't want him drawing through his deck that fast. And when he does play a bigger card, I can just Blade Banish him. See, I had this Primal Empathy, but I didn't play it because I didn't go green. And I kind of wanted to, but I just kind of like the way this is. So I have all this mana. So I might as well play something. I might as well draw some cards here. Ooh, next turn. Okay. So he has the most powerful creature on the battlefield, so he's going to keep drawing cards. Unfortunately. I need to find a way to get rid of that. But I do not know what to expect from his deck. His green, blue, red, which is what I considered doing. I considered that green, blue, red. Unfortunately, it is not power 4. It's only power 3. I want to get a red mana because I'm worried about the fact that I don't have any. I guess let's put out the Frostlings and tap that Heron so I can swing. Man, I don't like that Primal Empathy drawing him cards. If I lose this match, it's because of that Primal Empathy. Like, he has some serious card advantage on me. You control, Andrew. You missed my first match. I won pretty handedly. But I feel like he got Primal Empathy out, and that's rough for me. So he's mutating. So this is the first time with mutation. So this creature now has both the abilities of the Lord Dracus and the Dreamtail Heron. So fortunately, it's still only a 3/4. I cannot Blade Banish it. That is unfortunate. But it is still tapped. He can't do anything. It is not a lemon shake-up, everybody. This is my favorite glass. It was a lemon shake-up glass from when I got a lemon shake-up at the fair. You guys remember fairs? Do you remember back when we were allowed to go outside, see a lot of people? Those were the good old days, right? No, it's a glass. It's not made out of glass. It's just plastic. It's just a plastic lemon shaker glass that I brought home with me from the fair. And it's a big glass and it can hold a lot of water and I love it. Cup? Would you rather I called it a cup? And there's Godzilla himself. Definitely exiling Godzilla. Get out of here. So this is one of those promos I was talking about. This is a card Yadaro, a wandering monster, but this is alternate art, alternate name, Godzilla Doom Inevitable. I am just drawing land after land. I need some creatures here. I need some card draw. Like, he is drawing 2 cards a turn. So I can tell you that I can't keep this momentum up for very long. He is eventually going to storm over me. I need to hope that he tries to target me with something. Oh, he got 2 otters. I got 0. If Garuda was my companion, I couldn't have either one of these cards because they're both odds. I don't have many even cards. He had a lot of mutates on that thing. I need to draw a good solution here. There we go. I can finally counter something. I looked at what I had. I have some, but they weren't the right color, so it didn't really matter. And of course I drew another garrison cat. I need something stronger. If I had drawn that Sprite Dragon a long time ago, I'd be in much better shape. It's just the fact that he's drawing 2 cards a turn. If I had Garuda out, he would have probably milled himself pretty easily. Anyway, this one's not a great game, so we'll probably lose. I mean, if I drew Garuda, I'd be in good shape, but so far that is not happening. So, oh, I should have double blocked. I can do it next turn. If I can draw Garuda, I might be able to mill him. But there's no fun ways to bounce him. The real key to playing Garuda is being able to play him and then copy him or bounce him back to your hand. Alright, this is not bad. Things are starting to turn around a little bit. I can make myself a 2/2. Too bad he killed that flying creature. And solid 1/1s win games. Wow, okay. He's got a lot of creature destruction. Alright, so I got one little catbird out before he killed me. Like I said, he's drawing so many cards, it's very difficult to keep up with him. He has drawing 2 cards a turn, I'm drawing 1, so this is probably a loss. I could just quit. Oh man, I would have loved to draw that too. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's really not a lot I can hope for because he still has 12 cards in his hand, so even drawing Garuda right now and playing him isn't necessarily gonna help. And knowing my luck, I'm gonna draw another land. So that's that. I want to check. I want to look back at my deck and see what I had because I don't have a lot of evens. So you can go back and look at your deck. So odd, or there's 1 even. So I didn't really need to be looking at blue and black. So these are all evens. All of these odds would have to go. I mean, I'll try it. Look at all those odds going away, though. So let's do blue. Let's take this out, and I'm going to do blue, white, green. I'm going to switch things up a little bit. There's a 2, 2, 2. That's 2. That's it. Wish there was a way to just look at specific mana costs. So I've got blue, white, green right now. And see, I only have 32 cards. I don't want to run 4 colors. I could put in a bunch of these random. That's a 6. See, I don't like it. I don't think this is a good idea. I'm basically running every even card I have just to get Gyruda as my companion. So, I don't know. We'll see if this does anything. So, I'm switching my deck up. Green. So, since it's green-blue, it's all evens. I've got all evens. Every single one of my evens. I don't even care if I win or lose at this point. I just want to see if this does anything. So, I'm using black, green, white. Or I'm using blue, green, white. Would it be better to do black? Let's take out these blues. Maybe I should take out the whites. I only have 1, 2, 3. I have a lot of whites. Never mind. Don't take out the whites. I only have 6 blues. Will my blacks be better? Probably. Let's take out the blues actually. Blues go away. Let's replace those with blacks. So there's some black. That's even. Oops, didn't mean that guy. Can't have pacifism. Wait, did I take pacifism out? No, I kept white. So let's see. So that's blue. So I have green, white, black. So that's green, white, black. So that's perfect. I don't want either one of these. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm not using any of my special lands. Alright, so we're going to take away a mountain. Why do I even still have islands? It obviously did not auto do my mana. Alright, let's get some swamps. Where are my basic swamps? I want my cool swamps. There are so many different options of swamps. I want 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I have mountains? I don't understand why it's not auto. It's supposed to automatically adjust for your mana when you choose other mana options. No mountain. Let's take away one of these plains and add 4. Andrew in the comments, again from Board Game Quest, is saying he wants to play standard. I would love to play my standard deck against your standard deck. I think that would be a lot of fun. Alright, so let's see how this goes. 40 cards. Switching up my whole deck. The entire concept of this deck has changed. I'm taking Andrew's challenge. I don't feel like Gyruda is going to be nearly as powerful in this format. Just because, yeah, I can't bounce it. In the main sealed, or not sealed, I'm sorry, in constructed, you can like bounce him every turn. There's cards that let him go out of play and come back into play. And it's like, it's harder to take advantage of him. But you do have like a guaranteed 6-drop. Like you can get him out immediately. I didn't use any of my mana things to get my mana ramp up. Every companion, I've heard that, but I was doing my first game. I won pretty handedly. This is a terrible starting hand. That's better. Well, no, it's not really not better. It's not better at all. But I don't want to mulligan again. Oh my gosh. It's not fine. I'll do one more. What is with these terrible starting hands? All right, let's do it. At least I've got something to play in turn 2. Of course, I get the honey mammoth again. It's gonna be a while before I can play that. Checkpoint officer, huh? This guy is annoying. He's obviously got something that he's going to use to save this guy. I don't want to lose my dude over 1 damage, so... He would not attack like that if he didn't have something in his hand. Alright, I'm halfway to casting Gigan, or Garuda as his actual name is. But I really like this alternate art. Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, see, he had something. He had a trick up his sleeve. Alright, let me get that white mana out so I can divine arrow this guy. No thanks. I'll take the 3. You know what? I'll block it. I don't have anything to play next turn. Alright. Lead the Stampede. What is he revealing? Excavation Mole, a 3/3. I need to get him to have some kind of 4/4 out there so I can use that blade. Alright, I got nothing to play on this turn, so let's just return this guy to my hand. What I really need is another green so I can play this Honey Mammoth. That'll work. For next, well, no, I want to get Gigan. Right. So we're both going to mill 4 cards, and I'm going to take an even card. Well, there was 1. Wow. I'm not worried about him. If he mutates, see, it's still, he doesn't have anything that's 4. Everything he has is 3. Oh, now it's a 4/5. I'll be able to Blade Banish it next turn, or on this turn. I'm not really super worried about it. So as long as I save enough, so. He has a 4/5 now. Don't worry. I plan on Blade Banishing it. Don't worry. Alright, let's attack, and then this guy here is being tapped. I like how that felt. Alright. I'd rather do this. Let me get my creatures out. I'm not really actually worried about that Great Horn right now, so I'll save my Blade Banish. I'd rather have the creatures out. Yeah, I'm not worried about banishing right now. Andrew's saying the same thing, basically. I played this and this to... I lost my ability to Blade Banish, but... I have a blocker. He doesn't have trample, so... Don't have enough. I don't know that I really want... No, I'll wait. I'm not sure what he's got up his sleeve. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk with both of those. I'm going to tap that guy. So if he tries to do something crazy with his Migratory Greathorn, I'm just going to Blade Banish it. So let's just do that now and get rid of it. Oh, he has a blade banish. Look at that, double blade banish. Well, I'm still happy with where I ended up in that situation. Too bad I really don't have anything to mutate here. Maybe the... I guess I could mutate this guy. Keep the 3-5 instead of the 3-3. Whenever you mutate, you can go on the top or the bottom of something, and you're gonna, whatever's on top or the bottom, or whatever's on top, it's going to keep that power and toughness. And then everything below it, of course, gets added into its ability, so it would gain that death touch ability as well. What is he thinking about? So, or maybe I want them, I don't know. Do I want 2 creatures out, or do I want to mutate? I'm going to mutate. Non-human creature I own. Why can this not be mutated? Alright, well, I'm going to mutate the bug. And I want it over the top. Alright. Let's do this. Let's tap that. He doesn't have enough mana, and he'd have to. Oh, he does have enough mana to put a 1/1 counter on this thing. Oh well. Oh, he didn't do it though. Interesting. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Oh my gosh. Another one of these. Alright, well, nothing I can do about that. I don't have any... Okay, well, they're still going to kill each other here. They're still going to take 3. I think I'm just going to cycle this because I'm going to play the Honey Mammoth. I'm not going to play this. So... Oh, that's frustrating. That's a great card. I'm surprised he didn't... But he might not have been able to build a deck with that as its companion. He has 3 damage to any target. He can kill anything. He doesn't have enough mana, though. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh, just a swamp. Okay. Oh, pacifism. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll pacify his lifelinker because I don't want that option. I do not want him gaining life here. So, alright, Caution of the Wind. Which one's he gonna kill? Probably this guy. Oh, nice. That was well done and got him a ton of life too. Man, this is a nail biter. He's down to 4. I don't like that he got that checkpoint officer now. He's gonna just keep tapping everything I have that matters. So basically, I have to get this guy through. I have to get this guy through, but there's no real way. Of course, when I draw a plains. Alright, well, let's return him. Let's play him, because I need something. Alright, let's see what he does. He cannot use the checkpoint officer to tap yet. I know he can use this and do 3 damage to the Sabertooth, but he could also do 3 damage to the Honey Mammoth and block with the Mentor, and it'd kill it that way, but I don't know what he's thinking. But I don't know, he's at 4 life, and I'm at 19. Yeah, that's what I would do too. Or is he going to let the... Oh, that is not what I would have done. I would have finished off the honey mammoth if it was me, but maybe he's confident that he can just keep using his checkpoint officer. Excuse me. We're doing all this work down here in the basement. Oh, he has another one of those? Oh, he can just keep playing it every turn. Wow, that is an unfortunate combo. He's going to be able to return this. He has 1 permanent, so you can cast this forever and use it. So he's doing 3 damage to any target every turn. That's really unfortunate. I do need to draw Blood Curdle. I need to draw anything, actually, at this point. So now he's going to do what I would have done last turn. Do the 3 damage, then 3. Checkpoint officer's dead, but he's going to get to play that stupid trap again and again. And he can replay the checkpoint officer. He can just keep replaying these things. He can play one of them a turn. So he's going to play the spring draw trap, probably. He can only play one of these 3 cards. I don't know what this other card in his hand is. He chose to play solid footing. Okay. He was hoping to get rid of the pacifism, I guess? Yep, he had no way of getting rid of it. That's not a bad combo, though, being able to play that trap every turn. I think he made a stupid decision earlier. He really should have killed off... Alright, so I'm at 2 wins. He should have killed that honey dude off turn earlier. 2 wins, 1 loss. See, that's not bad. Kira was telling me that I have a terrible win rate. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty standard. There is a level of there is a level of randomness of like some games you're just going to lose and some games you're just going to win, and the real magic is played on the ones in between that. So we'll see. Andrew is saying in the comments, bringing up the fact that there is now something called a premiere draft, which is like a live draft where you're actually drafting with other people, which is something that people have been asking for since Magic Arena started. I've done 2 premiere drafts, and they were both a lot of fun. And I thought about doing one live, but since you're relying on other people, can be a lot of time when you're just sitting waiting, because you have a time limit to make your choice. And sometimes people just sit there and take forever to make their choices. Andrew has done 20 premiere drafts. All right. I admire your dedication. I really do. That's pretty intense. I wish I had that motivation. But I really do like them. I've done 2 and I've loved them both. Well, that's true. Andrew says he did 20 premiere drafts over a slow weekend, but we're all stuck in quarantine. So like, this is the good enough time as ever to get into Magic Arena, because it's gonna give you something to do, and I guarantee when you first start playing it, it's probably gonna eat away at a good amount of your time, which is good because it gives you something to focus on. Because times are boring right now. Things just suck. So, you know. Adam, I would agree. Live draft can be a little stressful. You have a limited amount of time to make your pick. If you don't pick in time, then it auto picks for you. So, not the best. It won't give you like a terrible pick, but it's not a great pick either. How about I draw a plains? I could love to draw plains right now. Would love it. I rarely wish for mana. Look at this. I cannot believe it. Well, This might be one of those ones I was just talking about where I said some games you're just going to lose. But we'll see. I can still draw some mana. He's got 5 mana out. I've got 3, and I need at least 4 to play anything in my hand. That's unfortunate. I'm in real trouble here. I'm gonna have to start discarding cards. Oh my goodness. I guess get rid of one of the... I can't believe I drew all 3 Sabertooths, but not a single Plains. My starting hand looked so good too. Complete mana shortage here. I've got 2 turns to turn this around, or I'm dead. You saw it. You all saw it. I didn't even draw anything yet that I can cycle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I cannot believe that I played 1 card this entire match. Alright, you can say what you want, but I had no chance in that match. That was a really, really solid starting hand. I just needed to draw 1 Plains in the first 4 turns. And not even just a Plains, I just needed to draw a mana. 1 mana in the first 4 turns. And I didn't. So that puts me at 2 and 2. I mean, that's still roughly 50%. I'm not mad at 50%. Alright. Let's see if I have a better one here. And Adam, I would suggest, yeah, I would do, if you have a free one of the draft tokens, I would start with an AI draft. You've got plenty of time to look at your cards. You can look things up online. You can pause whatever you need to do. When it's just an AI draft, you can literally take as long as you want. Sealed is the same way. There's no time limit for building your deck in Sealed. Like, you can literally spend a day. Alright, I got the Evolving Wilds. I got the Coil Bug. I got the Pacifism. I'm okay with this. This is not a bad starting hand. I still need to draw 1 mana to get that Lurking Deadeye out. We'll see if I can do it. Unfortunately, my teammate goes first. I'll keep it. This is slightly better than my starting hand last game, but again, if I never draw, well, that wasn't a great start. Let's see. We'll see what he's got. Lutri the Spell Chaser. Oh, each non-land card has a different name. That's an easy one to do in a Sealed. However, having it cast against their targets, I don't know, that can be difficult. But just knowing you have a 3/2 for 3 that you can get out guaranteed on the 3rd turn, that's pretty decent. So it looks like he's going black-red or black-blue probably, because this could be a cast for red or blue. It's not red and blue, so black-blue. I wonder what he's going to copy with that. Copying something, I don't know. Alright, I want the swamp. I want to make sure that I have all of my mana available. So swamp out. There we go. We got a little standoff here. Boot Nipper versus the Coil Bug. And I'll be able to play the Lurking Deadeye on turn 4 if I decide to. And I have something I could cycle. Frost Leaves. Well, that standoff ended pretty quick. And I'm taking... Take 2, and I'll probably take more next turn. Oh, this guy has better survivability. I like this guy. My opponents cannot cast anything from anywhere outside their hands. Alright, I need a mana, so I'm probably going to just cycle this guy. Cycling lets me discard it to draw a card instead. And hope. That'll give me 2 draws to get a mana here. And I bet... Oh, he can't play it yet. He doesn't have 2 blue mana. This thing has Death Touch, so I don't want to block it, but if he tries attacking with the Frost Links. Let's see what he does. Andrew, I don't know if there is anything in the set that lets you cast other than your hand, but it's still a 1/3 for 2, and I really literally used every even card I had to reach 40 cards. So he's in the deck whether or not he's useful. But he's a good defense, so. Oh, I like that. I like that even better though. But I need like 4 mana. That's a good flash, but it's only a 2. Alright, let's see what he does. But that is a good question. The last set, and some of the previous sets had a lot of things that let you cast not from your hand. Oh, I wonder, does that stop you from playing your companion? Oh, he's going to destroy it. I think it means you can't play your companion. Honestly. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to play your companions, your commanders. It just says anywhere. It doesn't say can't play from your graveyard. It says can't play from anywhere besides your hand. I didn't really think about that potential. But yeah, that would mean that. Oh, it's got Menace. I can't do anything about it. And if I block with the Deadeye, he's going to kill it. My whole plan is ruined. That's unfortunate. I'm still going to play the Deadeye. Alright, one more turn until I can play the Gigan. Alright, let's pacify this stupid Menace Otter, because that's going to get really irritating really quickly. Oh, this would have been the turn. I did that backwards. It's alright. I can still cycle it and hope to draw a land with it. So anything I block, he's dead. I don't want him to die necessarily this early. Let's see. I really just need one more mana to get that Gigan out. And he probably doesn't have 2 Blood Curdles. I have a Blood Curdle. I haven't drawn it. Thinking about cycling this actually. I don't really need the flexibility of mana, but I do need the card. Yeah, because see, there's my mana. That's what I needed. Alright. He has 1 mana. I don't think he can do anything about this. Alright, let's see. He has nothing. He has nothing that's even. Oh, I kind of want the Honey Mammoth out. Alright, Honey Mammoth, you're out. Even my 4 life. 2 6/6s in 1 drop. That's not bad. And I got rid of his capture sphere and his ram through, so he's probably not super happy with me right now. Well, let's clear the way. If he wants to block this, something important is going to die for him. I was really hoping he'd double block with his death touch, but oh well. Or use his death touch instead. He's saving that. Need some way to get rid of this, or else these two are going to just get destroyed instantly. Got 4 cards left. Yeah, it can only block one of them, Andrew, but it's going to kill the other one. And then, then I'm left with 1. I mean, I'd really rather have both my 6/6s available. If I could get that Blood Curdle and give one of my guys Menace at the same time. Hey, what's up? I'm guessing that's Scott here from Board Game Geek. I assume, is that Scott there? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're doing a sealed right now. I like this. If it has trample. Neither one of these have trample. Alright. Let's get rid of that stupid death touch. Hope he doesn't have the thing that counters. I'm really liking this new set. Guess I could turn my coil bug into a 3/3. Or I could just wait and drop that. Alright, let's see what he's got. I'm not sure. He's still got 2 mana, so he can do something. I really wish I had trample on these guys. Oh, it has to destroy target creature that was dealt damage. It's not optional. So you got to be careful. You really don't want to play that when you're the only creature on the battlefield that's taking damage. But as long as it doesn't damage one of my creatures, I plan on dropping this at the end of the turn. Or I guess if he does deal damage, I'll just do it right in beforehand in response. Oh, he's bringing his Death Toucher back. Smart. Smart, but I'm not nearly as worried about it now. That's his only blocker. He's taking 8. Guaranteed. Oh, he'll take... yeah. 12 guaranteed, actually. Probably. I think this might be it for him. As I mutate my coil bug. I'm not sure what he's got in his hand. I don't know. I don't know what he's got. Destroys target artifact or enchantment. I don't know. I might cycle that if he doesn't play anything. Yeah, I remember when cycling first came out, and there was a lot of really cool cycling decks, and there was some really cool like Slither cycling that was a lot of fun. I would love for them to bring Slithers back. Now that would be quite the interesting turn of events. Alright, so he's at 1. I just need to drop something. I just need to, if he doesn't draw some kind of board wipe, he's done. Oh, he's going to double that. Okay, that was kind of stupid and pointless. Because he only got 3 mana now. So he's going to look at the top 3 cards of his hand twice and put a creature in his hand. But he only has 3 mana to play that creature. So at most he's going to have... Yeah. Oh, lifelink. Okay, well... Giving a creature lifelink will definitely help him, but I don't know that it will... He'll have 4. He's still dead though. Well, he's gonna put a lifelink on that. I can't do anything about it. I just need to hope I draw some destruction here or some control. And I didn't. And I didn't. Alright, well, he's got 1 turn left. He bought himself 1 turn. One turn is good for him, I think. And here comes his lifelink. Back to 1. Alright, he kept the status quo. He's got 1 more chance to draw an extinction event. I'm not worried about that Cavern Whisperer. I wish I could see what was in his hand right now, why he was even thinking about this decision. Alright, cycle. I swear, if he plays an extinction event, but all I have to do is 1 damage, so... Yeah, okay, he didn't. He didn't draw that extinction event, Andrew. Alright, it's after 10, but I'm still going strong. I mean, it's quarantine. I got nowhere to be, so... Let's play another one. Let's see how this goes. Because right now I've only lost twice. I like where that is. So 3 wins, 2 losses. So even if I lose, still 50-50, which 50% I'm not going to complain about. I know that seems really low, but it's not. Not for an event like this. So, we'll see. I think I actually looked it up the other day. I was really curious to see like who had the highest recorded win percentage in Magic, and I think it was like 69%, which is, or maybe it was like 71. Either way, it was like pretty amazing of a win percentage. Like this guy is a really hardcore Magic player. Somebody out there might even know him by like know his name, but I don't know. But he has the highest recorded win rate. This is not great, but I've got a good cycle, so I'm going to keep it. Because I don't want to not have mana. 50%. 50% is average, Andrew says. I think in Magic terms, I think 50% is actually above average, to be totally honest with you. Because if a good Magic player in a tournament will go like 3-3 or 4-4. Like a lot of times people that pay out, like the top 5, like it's rare for somebody to like have 0 losses in like tournament Magic. But it happens. But it's not common. What is his guy up here? So he's got 60 card deck going on here, huh? Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, matchmaking definitely does Matchmaking messes with that algorithm. I mean, you're technically correct. Like, if you had two players that played only each other, but it doesn't work that way. Like, it's not just like if you look at me versus Andrew over enough time, our average would be 50%, right? Like, sure. But if Andrew plays 10 games against me and 10 games against somebody else, and then we look at the average of all three of us, I mean, it's not looking at 50% anymore. So, like, it's a whole thing. Is he going to play something, or does he think I'm going to, like, counterspell? I was going to do some cycling, but I don't really need to. I just don't know what he's got. I'm trying to save this because it's the only thing I have to get rid of some of those particularly, like, nasty enchantments. So. Hey, my honey mammoth. And I'm already almost to the point where I can cast it. And he has cast nothing yet. I don't know if he's just waiting till he gets 5 mana to play that. If he does, I'm just going to pacify it. Alright, I think it's time to cycle. Because I didn't draw. I have no mana drop, so I need one. Andrew, I completely understand what you're saying. I just don't know if it actually works that way. And like, because I've done research into it, like what the average is. I don't know. Anyway. It's weird. I don't know how they calculate it. Because matchmaking does change things. Like, so the way that matchmaking works in Arena, at least, is it matchmakes you with people whose deck is... Oh, that's nice. Okay. Didn't expect that. That's unfortunate. The way it works is it puts you against decks that are, like, of similar strength as yours. So, like, if I was to take the same deck I play in Magic Arena and go to, like, Friday Night Magic and play against a bunch of, like, casual players, I might have a 100% win rate. But if I'm playing in Magic Arena and I'm playing against a lot of people that have decks that are the same strength as mine, that's a different story. Man, he just burned through my entire everything. That kind of sucked. And I had something to deal with that, but now I don't, so he's getting pacified. And we're going to put out my little coil bug, my little best friend. I'm not a mathematician, Andrew. I don't know how they came up with that number, but it wasn't 50%. It was like something like 55 to 60%. They might have only been looking at a select group, which means like not everyone in that select group is playing everyone in that same select group. So don't ask, because I have no answer for you. I don't know how they did it. Is he going to Essence Scatter? That's unfortunate. But there was nothing I could do. I mean, he's sitting on all this land. He's not doing anything with it. He's just waiting and casting control spells. I don't like playing control decks, and I especially don't like playing control decks in this limited format. It's very frustrating. Alright, well I have Ram through. Of course I know he doesn't have Trample, but I will be able to crush that Vantissaur. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what's happening over there. Oh my goodness. And I destroyed my enchantment thing. He's got so much control. Alright, that should stop him from playing his companion. I'm sure he's got some way of getting rid of it. He's got ways to control everything. Imagine getting enough cards in a sealed deck to build like an effective control deck. That's crazy to me. I don't know what I'm going to draw that's going to get me out of this hole. Maybe once he stops drawing cards and runs out of cards, I can actually deal with what he's got in front of him. Oh, nice. I definitely did not draw anything that cool. Alright, well. That's not what I needed. I need to draw an answer here, something to save me, basically, because he has a huge creature advantage. He has managed to chip away, destroy, or counter every creature I've played. Counter decks, I know that they have a purpose in Magic, and I get it, and people love them. But they are like the most boring decks. I don't enjoy playing against them. Look at all these creatures he's drawing. I don't know what. Alright, well. Don't know that this is actually going to help me. Oh, I was 1 mana off on that. It does not like it matters. Couldn't do anything with it anyway. Yeah, that's it. Well played. Silly, ridiculous control deck. It's amazing that he drew that much control in this sealed format. All right, guys. Well, that's 3-3. So you know, whatever. 50%. I still won 3 packs, and I got 1,200 gems. Which, that was free, so I can't complain. So, 3 packs, 1,200 gems. Let's see, and I got packs just for playing, because you're always earning packs while you play, which is great. So before I go, let's see what I got in all this. Look at this. These cards are going to cycle out soon, so I don't know if it even really matters. Nothing in here that I would ever use in a deck. Alright. But let's see what I got from my new cards. Hey, look. I've seen that guy before. Probably won't build a deck with him in it. Oh, I love this guy. I don't know if... Is there a King Kong alternate art for this guy? Because I think that would look awesome. I played in a draft, one of the premier drafts, and I destroyed with him. It was pretty awesome. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, earned a rare. Oh, this guy's pretty cool. He's good. He's a good slot in for any green-blue deck, like for sure. I might use him. I don't know. Last pack. Let's see what we got. Andrew says less draft. For me, it's almost 10:30 at night. Ooh, look, Genesis Ultimatum. That's awesome. There's some cool decks that use Genesis Ultimatum. I'm not currently playing one. No, I think actually, so it's almost 10:30 for me. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I will be back next Monday with some more Magic Monday. Maybe I can talk to Andrew. We can actually arrange some 1v1. I have several decks here that I want to play against him. And some that are not. This deck is not even... I'm never going to play that deck. So, yeah. Remember my old Magic Monday deck from like one of my first ever deck building ones? So, I have some janky decks. I have also some decks that are very good. I've been experimenting with this Winota Boros deck right now. It works like 25% of the time. When it works, it's really, really, really cool. Maybe I'll play her next week. When it works, it's cool. But it relies on like 3 cards, and if you don't draw those cards, it's your red deck wins deck is better. Your just mono red beat 'em up deck is better than any Boros deck. So, all right, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe, be happy, find some ways to play games during this quarantine, and I will see you all next week. Of course, you can join us on Wednesdays for regular MVM Live. We're going to be doing something, I think maybe Watergate this week, or maybe Seven Wonders Duel. I don't know. We're going to do something cool on Tabletop Simulator. So see you guys Wednesday or maybe next Monday. Bye.